tropical low off the Pilbara coast to intensify into a tropical cyclone this weekend, and cyclone watches and warnings are already current. So looking at that in more detail, we can see a cyclone warning is current from De Grey down to Mardi. That does include Port Hedland and Karratha. And a cyclone watch is current from Mardi all the way down to Ningaloo. That does include Exmouth and Onslow. What that means is if you live in these highlighted areas, particularly for our coastal and island areas, we could see gales develop within the next 24 to 48 hours, depending on the exact track and intensity of this low. Now, right now, the low is continuing to intensify off the Pilbara coast, and we'll likely see it develop further as we move into tonight and then into Sunday, and then by Sunday afternoon to into Sunday night, developing into a tropical cyclone, a Category 1 strength, and then continuing to intensify as we move through Sunday night into Monday. But thankfully, it'll continue to move further away from the coast of Western Australia. And we could see winds and rain impacts as we move through further down the coast as we get into Sunday and Monday. So looking at this in more detail, as we stand right now, you can really start to see these bright colours showing some very intense thunderstorm activity around the low pressure system. And that'll continue to intensify and congeal as we move through the overnight hours tonight into Sunday morning, and that'll start to bring impacts to coastal areas of the Kimberley, but also through parts of the Pilbara as well, as we like to see it develop into a cyclone as we get through Sunday afternoon. We've already seen heavy falls around Broome in excess of 100 millimetres, and some of our offshore obs are gusting at around 30 to 50 kilometres an hour with some of this thunderstorm activity, and that's likely to increase as we move through Saturday night and Sunday. So what we can expect across areas of the Pilbara, you can see widespread shower and thunderstorm activity through coastal areas. The very strong winds at this stage looking to stay offshore, thankfully, but still pretty windy conditions, severe thunderstorms, showers and thunderstorms for much of the Pilbara coast as we move through Saturday night and Sunday with widespread shower and thunderstorm activity. Then as we move into Sunday night, it becomes a cyclone. The heaviest rain and thunderstorm activity probably around the Karratha, Roebourne area, down through Onslow and Exmouth, and a lot of the islands offshore of there could see heavy falls, thunderstorms and strong winds. Then as we move during the day on Monday, we'll see that concentration of the worst weather continuing to move offshore, but still could see lingering showers and thunderstorms through parts of the Pilbara as we move through Monday and Monday night. Now, this will also bring widespread rainfall of at least 50 to 100 millimetres, and we could see isolated falls in excess of that, particularly with storm activity, and again, particularly through coastal areas from around Port Hedland down to Exmouth, and also some heavy falls around the Kimberley as well. And because of that, we do have flood watches current. What that means is in these highlighted areas around the Kimberley and the Pilbara, that forecast rainfall could lead to flash and riverine flooding, causing road closures and issues like that. So with an active few days and cyclone warnings and watches current through parts of the Pilbara, remember to stay up to date with the latest forecasts and warnings via our website app, and continue to track the track maps as well, and we'll continue to keep you updated here at the Bureau.